Welcome, everyone. Today we are talking about something that can quietly change everything. In just a few seconds, people decide how they see you. In just a few seconds, someone decides, can I trust this person? Do I like this person? Do I respect this person? Do I want to work with this person? You don't get 10 chances. You don't get 5 minutes. Research shows that people form a first impression in 7 to 30 seconds. That means before you even finish your first sentence, someone has already created a picture of you in their mind. Now imagine this. You walk into a job interview. You meet a future business partner. You meet someone you admire. You meet someone who could change your career. You meet someone who could become your life partner. And in just a few seconds, you either create opportunity or you lose it. This video is important because first impressions are silent opportunities. You can impress people even in 10 seconds. If you understand what truly matters, not fake confidence, not showing off, not speaking big words, but small, powerful behaviors that send strong signals to the human brain. Today, I will show you exactly how. And if you understand these deeply, not just listen but apply, you will notice people start reacting differently to you. More respect, more attention, more opportunities. And as you watch this video, you're not only learning how to impress people, you're also improving your English. By listening carefully, you train your ears, learn natural expressions, and build confidence in understanding real spoken English. If you want to grow your personality and your English at the same time, make sure to subscribe. I upload powerful videos regularly to help you speak better, think smarter, and become more confident in every area of life. Tip 1. Smile, the simplest but most powerful signal. A smile is not just a facial expression. It is a psychological trigger. When you smile genuinely, the other person's brain immediately relaxes. Why? Because the human brain is always scanning for danger. Every new person is a question mark to the brain. Is this person safe? Is this person aggressive? Is this person judging me? When you smile naturally, you answer those questions silently. I am safe. I am friendly. I am not here to compete. And that lowers tension instantly. But listen carefully. A fake smile does not work. People are smarter than you think. The brain can detect micro-expressions, very small movements in the eyes and mouth. A real smile softens the eyes, slightly lifts the cheeks, feels relaxed. A fake smile is tight, forced, only in the mouth. Now let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people enter a meeting room. Person A walks in serious, face tight, no expression. Person B walks in calm, relaxed, gives a small natural smile and says, "Nice to meet you." Who feels easier to talk to? Who feels more confident? Who feels more emotionally intelligent? It's person B. And here's something powerful. When you smile, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals improve your mood. That means smiling doesn't just change how others see you. It changes how you feel. So smiling is not weakness. It is quiet strength. Before entering any meeting, take one deep breath. Relax your face and smile naturally. That alone can change the entire energy. Tip 2. Body language. Speak without speaking. Before you say a single word, your body has already spoken. Body language creates up to 55% of your first impression. That means more than half of what people judge is not your words. It is your posture, movements, and gestures. Let's break this down clearly. 1. Stand straight. Standing straight shows confidence and self-respect. When you stand straight, your chest opens, your shoulders align. You look balanced. When you bend forward or look down, you look unsure. You look nervous. You look low in energy. Now imagine this scenario. You enter a room for an interview. Candidate A walks in looking down, shoulders bent, slow steps. Candidate B walks in straight posture, relaxed shoulders, controlled steps. Even before speaking, who looks more capable? Posture signals authority, and authority creates respect. 2. Avoid closed positions. Crossed arms send a message. I am guarded. I am defensive. I am uncomfortable. Instead, keep your arms relaxed. Use natural hand gestures when speaking. Open body language shows openness of personality. 3. Controlled movements. Fast, shaky movements show nervousness. Slow, controlled movements show confidence. When you sit fully in the chair. Keep your back straight. Keep both feet grounded. When you speak, move your hands naturally. Don't overdo gestures. Controlled movements tell the brain, this person is stable. And stability feels powerful. 4. Personal space awareness. Standing too close can make someone uncomfortable. Standing too far can feel disconnected. Respect personal space. This shows emotional intelligence. Imagine you meet a successful entrepreneur. He doesn't speak loudly, he doesn't move quickly, he doesn't try to dominate the room. But when he enters, everyone notices. Why? Because his posture is calm, his movements are controlled, his body language says, I am comfortable in my own skin. That is power. True confidence is quiet. Body language is your silent introduction. If your words say, I am confident, but your body says, I am nervous, people believe your body, not your words. So train your body to match your intention. Practice standing straight in front of a mirror. Practice walking slowly and calmly. Practice sitting with balance. Because the way you move tells the world how you feel about yourself. Remember this. You don't impress people by trying too hard. You impress them when your presence feels calm, positive, stable, respectful. Tip 3. Eye contact, the silent power signal. Eye contact is not just looking at someone. It is one of the strongest nonverbal signals of confidence and honesty. When you maintain balanced eye contact, you silently communicate, I am confident. I am not hiding. I respect you. I am fully present. And presence is rare in today's world. Most people look at their phone, look around the room, look at the floor, look distracted. When someone gives you full eye contact, you feel valued. Now understand something important. There are 3 types of eye contact. 1. Avoiding eye contact. 2. Staring aggressively. 3. Balanced eye contact. If you avoid eye contact, people think you are insecure, or hiding something, or not interested. If you stare too hard, people feel uncomfortable. It feels like dominance or pressure. Balanced eye contact is the key. How to do it? When the other person is speaking, look at their eyes naturally, nod gently. Show engagement. When you are speaking, maintain eye contact for a few seconds. Then briefly look away. Then come back naturally. It should feel relaxed, not robotic. Imagine 2 candidates in a job interview. Candidate A speaks well, but keeps looking at the table. Candidate B speaks simple English, but looks directly at the interviewer calmly while speaking. Who appears more confident? Even if candidate B's vocabulary is simpler, the eye contact makes them look stronger. Because confidence is not about vocabulary. It is about presence. And here is something even deeper. Eye contact triggers mirror neurons in the brain. When you look at someone with calm eyes, their brain mirrors your calmness. This creates emotional connection. That is why leaders maintain strong eye contact. That is why powerful speakers scan the audience slowly, because eye contact builds trust. So practice this. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Look at your own eyes while speaking. Train your comfort. Confidence is trained, not born. Tip 4. Listen more than you speak. The rare skill that makes you unforgettable. Most people try to impress by talking more. They think, if I speak more, I will look intelligent. But real intelligence is visible in how you listen. Listening is not just staying silent. Listening is paying full attention, not interrupting, not preparing your reply while they speak, actually understanding. When you listen deeply, you send this message. You matter. Your words are important. I respect your thoughts. And everyone loves feeling important. Now understand something very important. In any first meeting, the person who feels heard feels connected. And when people feel connected, they remember you. Example. Imagine you meet a business owner. Person A keeps talking about himself, his achievements, his ideas, his plans. Person B asks, how did you start your business? What was the hardest moment? What motivates you now? And then listens carefully. Who leaves a stronger impression? Person B. Because person B made the other person feel valued. Now let's go deeper. Psychologically, humans are wired to talk about themselves. Studies show that when people talk about their own experiences, the brain activates the same pleasure centers as food and money. That means when you allow someone to speak about themselves, you are giving them emotional reward. And guess what? They associate that good feeling with you. That is influence. Listening also shows emotional maturity. Interrupting shows insecurity. Dominating the conversation shows ego. But listening shows strength. And here is something powerful. When you listen more, you learn more. You understand their personality. You understand their needs. You understand what they value. That information becomes power. Because now you can respond intelligently. Let me give you a practical technique. Use the 70-30 rule in first meetings. Let them speak 70%. You speak 30%. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of, do you like your job? Ask, what do you enjoy most about your job? Instead of, was it difficult? Ask, what was the most challenging part? Open questions create deeper conversations, and deeper conversations create deeper impressions. Now imagine this. After meeting you, someone says, I don't know why, but I really liked talking to you. That is the result of powerful listening, because you made them feel understood. And in this world, people are starving to feel understood. Let me remind you of something important. You don't impress people by showing your knowledge. You impress people by showing your character. Tip 5. Use their name in conversation. The fastest way to create connection. A person's name is not just a word. A person's name is their identity. It is the sound they have heard since childhood. It is connected to their self-image. So when you use someone's name naturally, their brain reacts like this. This person notices me. This person respects me. This person is paying attention. And that creates instant warmth. But here is the mistake most people make. They either don't use the name at all, so the conversation feels cold and formal, or they repeat the name too much, and it feels fake and manipulative. So the goal is balanced and natural. How to use their name naturally. Simple formula. 1. Use it when you greet them. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Great to meet you, Daniel. This makes the first moment feel personal. 2. Use it once when they say something meaningful. If they share something important, you respond, "That's a really interesting point, Daniel. I respect that, Sarah." This makes them feel heard. 3. Use it at the end, when you close the meeting. It was really nice meeting you, Daniel. I enjoyed our conversation, Sarah. This makes the ending memorable, so you don't need to say their name 20 times. Just 2 to 3 times in the right moments is enough. Why this works. The brain loves familiarity. In a first meeting, everything feels new. So, when you use their name, you create a small feeling of familiarity instantly. And familiar feels safe. Safe feels comfortable. Comfortable feels like connection. Imagine you meet a manager for the first time. Person A says, "Nice to meet you." Okay? Sure. Thank you. Very neutral. Very forgettable. Person B says, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Carter." That makes sense, Mr. Carter. I like how you explained it. Thank you for your time, Mr. Carter. Now what happens? The manager feels more respected, more important, more noticed. And even if person B speaks less, the manager remembers them more, because person B made it personal. When someone introduces themselves, repeat their name in your mind. Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. Because if you don't remember their name, you lose this advantage. So train your brain to catch names fast. Tip 6. Positive attitude. The energy that makes people want to be around you. This is one of the most underrated first impression skills, because people don't love perfect people. People love positive people. In the first meeting, positivity acts like a signal that says, this person is emotionally stable. This person is safe. This person will not drain me. This person brings good energy. And in today's world where many people are stressed, tired, anxious, and negative, a positive person feels like fresh air. Positive attitude does not mean acting like everything is perfect, being overly excited, forcing happiness, pretending you have no problems. Positive attitude means you speak with calm hope. You focus on solutions. You don't complain in the first meeting. You don't gossip. You don't criticize people. You don't bring emotional heaviness into the room. You can be real and still be positive. They start talking about problems too early. They say things like, "My boss is so bad. My life is difficult. This place is terrible. People are so selfish," even if it's true. In the first meeting, this creates a dangerous impression. This person is negative. This person complains. This person brings stress. And nobody wants more stress. Instead of complaining, you can say, "It was challenging, but I learned a lot. I'm focused on improving now. I'm excited about new opportunities. I'm working on becoming better." This is positivity with maturity. Imagine 2 people meet a new business partner. Person A says, "I'm tired of my current work. The people there are useless. Nothing works. It's all messed up." Instant feeling. Heavy, stressful, negative. Person B says, "My previous work taught me a lot. Now I'm looking forward to a new chapter where I can grow and contribute more." Instant feeling. Mature, calm, strong. Now tell me honestly, who feels more impressive? It's person B. Because person B feels like a person with control. Because positivity shows you can handle life without breaking. You don't panic easily. You have emotional self-control. You don't blame everyone. And emotional control is one of the most attractive human qualities. In the first meeting, never be the person who brings darkness. Be the person who brings calm. People may forget what you said, but they will never forget how they felt around you. Tip 7. Communication. Speak in a way that makes people trust you. Communication is not about speaking fancy words. Communication is not about speaking fast. Communication is not about speaking non-stop. Communication is about making the other person understand you easily. And when someone understands you easily, they automatically think, this person is smart. This person is confident. This person is clear. This person is mature. That is why communication is one of the strongest first meeting skills. Because in the first meeting, people don't have time to decode you. They want to feel. This person is simple, clear, and real. Now let's make it extremely practical. 1. Speak slowly. Because speed feels like nervousness. Many people speak fast in the first meeting because they feel pressure. But fast speaking creates these impressions. Nervous, uncertain, trying to prove something, not in control. When you speak slowly and clearly, you look powerful. Not because you are slow, because you are in control. A simple rule. If you want to sound confident, slow down by 20%. Even if your English is simple, slow speech makes it sound stronger. 2. Use short sentences. Because clarity creates respect. Long sentences create confusion. Short sentences create clarity, and clarity creates trust. For example, instead of saying, I was thinking that maybe if we could possibly discuss this in a way that might be beneficial for both sides, say, I think this can work for both of us. Let's discuss it clearly. Short, clear, direct. This is how confident people speak. 3. Stop over-explaining. Because over-explaining looks like insecurity. When you talk too much to justify yourself, people feel, why is this person trying so hard? In the first meeting, say what is needed. Then pause. Silence is not weakness. Silence shows confidence. Instead of, I'm sorry if this sounds wrong, but I'm not sure. Maybe, I think. Say, my opinion is this. Simple, strong. 4. Use a warm tone, because tone is more important than words. You can say the perfect words, but if your tone is cold, you will not connect. You can say simple words, but if your tone is warm, you will connect deeply. Warm tone means calm voice, friendly energy, not shouting, not whispering. A warm tone makes your communication feel human. 5. Ask good questions, because questions show intelligence. In the first meeting, you don't need to show how much you know. You need to show how well you think. And good questions show good thinking. Ask questions like, what do you enjoy most about what you do? What is the biggest challenge you face right now? What do you value most in a person you work with? Questions like these instantly make you look mature. Think about a building. When you look at a building that is straight, balanced, and well-structured, you feel safe. You trust it, even without anyone explaining it to you. But if a building looks cracked, tilted, or unstable, you feel nervous, even if someone tells you it's fine. Why? Because structure creates trust. Communication works the same way. When your words are clear, simple, and organized, people feel safe listening to you. Their mind relaxes. They understand you easily. And when people understand you easily, they trust you. Clear communication is like a strong building. It makes others feel secure around you. Tip 8. Be open and confident. The energy that makes you stand out without trying. Now listen carefully. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is not acting like you are better than others. Confidence is simply this: being comfortable, being yourself. In the first meeting, most people wear a mask. They act, they pretend, they try to look perfect. But the human brain feels it. And when the brain feels fake, it creates distance. Confidence is the opposite of fake. Confidence is calm and natural. It looks like you don't hide your personality. You don't fear silence. You don't try to prove your worth. You don't beg for approval. You speak with calm certainty. You accept yourself without apology. This makes people feel this person is grounded. And grounded people are respected. If you want to look confident fast, do this before you enter. The 10-second confidence reset. Take one deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Lift your chin slightly. Walk in slowly. Smile naturally. This changes your nervous energy into calm presence. Many people are closed because they fear judgment. They think, what if I say something wrong? What if they don't like me? So that they become stiff and robotic. But openness means you allow the conversation to be human. You are not scared of being seen. You share simple things confidently. Not too personal, not too emotional, just natural. For example, I'm excited to be here today. I've been looking forward to this conversation. I respect people who work hard. I like learning from them. These lines make you look open and positive. Think about the sun. The sun does not try to impress anyone. It does not shout. It does not compete. It simply shines. Because it shines naturally, everything around it receives light and warmth. People don't question it. They feel its presence. Confidence is like that. When you are open and confident, you don't try to force attention. You don't act bigger than you are. You don't hide who you are. You simply show up as yourself. And just like the sun stands out without trying, a confident person stands out because their energy feels natural, steady, and real. That quiet strength is what people respect. Confidence is not something you have. Confidence is something you practice. You build confidence when you keep doing difficult things, like meeting new people, speaking even when nervous, improving communication, learning from mistakes, not quitting after embarrassment. Every meeting trains you. Every meeting teaches you. And one day, confidence becomes your normal personality. Remember this: to impress in the first meeting, you don't need to act rich. You don't need to act perfect. You need to be clear in communication, calm in presence, open in personality, because people trust what feels stable, and stability is attractive. Tip 9. Genuine compliments. The fastest way to win respect and warmth. A genuine compliment is like a key. It opens the other person's heart without pressure. But there is one rule. If the compliment is not real, it becomes manipulation. And people can feel manipulation. So you must compliment with truth and precision. A genuine compliment has 3 qualities. 1. It is specific, not general. Bad compliment: you are amazing. Good compliment: I really liked how clearly you explained that. Why is the second one stronger? Because it shows you were paying attention. 2. It is about effort, values, or character. Not only about looks. Look-based compliments can sometimes feel shallow or risky in first meetings. Instead, focus on things that show depth, like how they think, how they communicate, their discipline, their kindness, their calmness, their work ethic, their creativity. These compliments feel mature. 3. It is delivered with a calm tone, not exaggerated. If you get too excited, the compliment loses power. A calm compliment feels real. They use compliments to get something. They try to impress someone by praising them too much. That creates a bad impression. This person is trying to win me. This person is not real. This person is a people pleaser. So remember, compliment to respect, not to control. Compliment something they chose, not something they were born with. For example, your presentation was very structured. It was easy to understand. I like how you stay calm while explaining difficult things. You have a very clear way of thinking. I respect how disciplined you are with your work. These feel strong. 2. Compliment their values. This is powerful because values are personal. Examples. I respect people who are honest about challenges. I like that you focus on solutions, not excuses. It's rare to see someone so consistent. That's impressive. Now the person feels, this person understands me. Imagine you meet a senior manager. You talk for 10 minutes. At the end, you say, thank you. I really liked one thing. Your way of explaining was very clear and calm. It made the conversation easy. That is not fake. That is respectful. That is memorable. Now that manager will remember you as the person who noticed something real. Why genuine compliments work. People feel invisible in daily life. Everyone is busy. Everyone is thinking about themselves. So when you notice something good in someone and you say it clearly, you give them a rare feeling. I was seen. I was noticed. I was valued. And once someone feels valued around you, they want to meet you again. Tip 10. Sense of humor. The social skill that makes you feel powerful and easy to talk to. Now listen carefully. Humor is one of the strongest first meeting tools, but only when it is used with maturity. Because humor has one superpower. It breaks tension instantly. It turns a formal meeting into a human meeting. And when people feel relaxed, they start liking you. Humor does not mean telling many jokes, making fun of people, acting loud, trying to be the funny guy. Real humor means you can keep the mood light, you can smile easily, you can make someone feel comfortable, you can laugh naturally without forcing it. It is not comedy. It is emotional intelligence. In first meetings, your humor should be light, clean, respectful, simple, situation-based. Avoid sarcasm, dark jokes, personal jokes, jokes about religion, politics, looks, or sensitive topics. Because in first meetings, you don't know the person's boundaries. So keep it safe. Because humor shows confidence. Only insecure people take everything seriously. A confident person can stay relaxed. A confident person can smile without fear. So humor is actually a sign of social skill, confidence, calmness, emotional maturity. Imagine you meet someone important. The meeting is serious and formal. You speak respectfully, listen well. Then at the right moment, you add one light sentence and smile. The person feels, this person is professional, but also human. That combination is rare. That combination is impressive. Because people don't want robots. They want real humans with calm strength. If you master genuine compliments, respectful humor, you create two powerful emotions inside the other person. 1. They feel valued, compliment. 2. They feel relaxed, humor. And when someone feels valued and relaxed around you, they will naturally like you. They will naturally trust you. They will naturally remember you. Tip 11. Learn to respect. The hidden skill that makes people trust you instantly. Respect is not a nice behavior. Respect is a signal. It tells the other person, you are safe with me. I will not reduce your value. I will not make you feel small. I will not compete with you. I will treat you like a human. And in the first meeting, that signal is everything. Because many people, without realizing, are disrespectful. Not with words, but with small actions. And small actions create big impressions. Respect is not only saying sir or madam. Respect is how you behave when you don't have power. Respect is how you treat someone when you don't need them. Respect is how you act when you are nervous, excited, or trying to impress. Because when people meet you, they're not only asking, is this person confident? They're also asking, is this person safe? Will this person judge me? Will this person make me feel uncomfortable? Will this person cross boundaries? Respect answers all these questions without speaking. The 4 levels of respect. People notice immediately. Level 1. Respect for their time. Time is life. So when you come on time, don't waste time, don't talk endlessly, don't interrupt, you are saying, I value your life. This is why punctual people feel powerful. Not because they are perfect, because they show seriousness and maturity. Imagine you meet someone for 15 minutes. If you talk randomly for 15 minutes, they feel drained. If you talk clearly and respectfully, they feel satisfied, and they remember you. Level 2. Respect for their voice. Many people hear, but don't respect. They wait for their turn to speak. They cut the other person in the middle. They try to prove they are smarter, but respect means, I will let you finish. Even if you disagree, you let them finish. This shows self-control, maturity, emotional intelligence. Like, 2 people meet a new manager. One interrupts. One listens. The manager will remember the listener as quality. Level 3. Respect for boundaries. In first meetings, some people become too personal too quickly. They ask, why are you not married? How much do you earn? What happened with your past? Even if they ask with curiosity, it feels invasive. Respect means, I will not enter your personal space without permission. A respectful person never forces closeness. They allow closeness to grow naturally. That is why respectful people feel trustworthy. Level 4. Respect for everyone, not just important people. A person's real character is visible in how they treat people who cannot help them. A waiter, a driver, a receptionist, a junior employee. If someone is polite only to powerful people, that is not respect. That is strategy. But if someone is kind to everyone, that is character. And character is impressive. You go to an office with a friend. Your friend talks politely to the boss but treats the assistant badly. The boss may not notice, but the assistant will. And later, the boss will hear the truth. Respect creates invisible protection for your reputation, because the human brain remembers emotional experiences. If someone feels disrespected around you, they may forget your words, but they will remember the discomfort. If someone feels respected around you, they may forget your words, but they will remember the peace. And peace is rare. So respect makes you rare. Tip 13. Maintain your turnout. The disciplined people can see. First, understand this clearly. Your turnout is not about fashion. It is about self-respect. Turnout includes hair, face, breath, nails, shoes, posture, cleanliness, small details. When someone meets you for the first time, their brain quickly scans. Does this person take care of themselves? Because if you cannot manage your small details, the brain assumes, can this person manage bigger responsibilities? This is unconscious judgment. It happens in seconds. Human beings evolved to judge health and stability instantly. In ancient times, appearance showed. Hygiene, health, strength, discipline. Today, we still carry that instinct. If someone looks clean and organized, the brain thinks stable. If someone looks careless, the brain thinks risk. Not because it's fair, but because the brain is wired for survival. So turnout is not about beauty. It is about signals. Clean hair, it says, I take care of myself. I am disciplined. Clean shoes. Most people ignore shoes, but polished or clean shoes silently say, I pay attention to detail. Detail-oriented people are trusted more. Fresh breath, you may not see it, but you feel it. And discomfort destroys first impressions immediately. Neatly trimmed nails. It shows hygiene and order. Tiny things speak loudly. Imagine two people entering a meeting. Person A. Shirt slightly wrinkled, shoes dusty, hair messy, slight body odor. Person B. Simple but clean clothes, neat hair, clean shoes, fresh smell. Even if both have equal talent. Who feels more reliable? Who feels more disciplined? It is person B. Because turnout communicates discipline without speaking. When you maintain your turnout, you are not impressing others. You are training your own brain. When you wake up and groom yourself properly, you send a message to yourself. I matter. My day matters. My presence matters. And self-respect increases confidence. Confidence increases calmness. Calmness increases presence. So turnout is not external only. It builds internal strength. Now listen carefully. You don't need to become someone else to impress people. You don't need to act rich. You don't need to act powerful. You don't need to speak perfect English. You don't need to show off achievements. What you truly need is this: a calm presence, a respectful attitude, a clean appearance, a confident mind, and a genuine heart. First impressions are not about tricks. They are about energy. When you walk into a room, people don't just see your clothes. They don't just hear your words. They feel you. They feel your discipline. They feel your self-respect. They feel your stability. They feel your mindset. And if you remember the principles we discussed from the beginning, smile naturally, communicate clearly, use strong but relaxed body language, maintain eye contact, listen more than you speak, be open and confident, give genuine compliments, carry a positive attitude, use respectful humor, learn to respect everyone, use people's names, maintain your turnout, dress clean and neat. If you practice these consistently, not just once, your personality will change. And when your personality changes, your opportunities change. Because people open doors for those they feel good around. Remember this powerful truth. You can impress someone in seconds, but you build respect in consistency. And respect is what creates better jobs, better relationships, better business connections, better friendships, better opportunities. Now the real question is not, can I impress people? The real question is, am I ready to become the kind of person people naturally respect? Start today, because your next meeting could change your life.